Now let us discuss about some more parameters that is used for finding how much error is there for our model. There are some techniques to find out the error rate in our model, to find out the error rate. Okay na? In previous videos we had talked about confusion matrix and ROC, AOC curve, precision, recall, accuracy, and F1 score. Now we will be talking about kappa statistics, mean absolute error, mean square error, root mean squared error. Okay, now what this kappa statistics is telling us? See here, this is a function that computes Cohen kappa, a score that expresses the level of agreement between two annotations on the classification problem. So see here, this whatever we are discussing, either confusion matrix, AOC curve, now kappa statistics, mean absolute error, mean square root error, or root mean square root error. So everything, all these are ready-madely available in Python in scikit-learn.matrices. So this is a ready-madely available library in which we don't want to compute all this automatically. If you use that, we will get the values. Now we are knowing about each and every attribute only. Okay na? So this kappa statistics is also telling us the level of agreement between two annotators. So here the formula for this is K is equal to P naught minus PE by 1 minus PE. This kappa statistics is one lengthy topic. Like I had only formula over here, which is taken from the Python documentation, which is taken from Scikit documentation, where in which P naught is representing empirical probability of agreement on the level assigned to any sample, and PE is representing expected agreement between both the annotators assigned labeled randomly. Okay na? So if you give our data set, our data values, what this kappa statistics will do is it will find the agreement between two annotators in our data set. How it will calculate is, it will calculate by using a formula that is P naught minus PE by 1 minus PE. You will be knowing, you need to know what exactly P naught is, what exactly PE is. That's it, that is enough for us. So what exactly this mean absolute error is saying us? So this mean absolute error, before going into this, let me show you a diagram. See here, this is a graph. So this graph is telling us, see here, this is this green line is representing actual values. Green line is representing actual values. So whatever we want to get, so that is what this green line is representing. If you want to get 0, 0. If you want to get 1, 1. This green line is the actual, and this points, whatever we are having, that points represents the predicted values. That point represents the predicted values. Here we are finding the difference. We are finding the difference, that is error rate. So if expected value here, this line is representing the actual values, right? So this is the expected value, this is the actual value, this is the value we are getting from the predicted one. Okay, there is difference. This difference is called as an error. This difference is called as an error. Now we are finding that error. To find that error, we will be using a technique called as mean absolute error. We will be using a technique called as mean absolute error. So if we consider all orange art, to calculate how much, calculated by how much amount does the predicted misses the actual. the error is the value for that point. The difference of y and y slash. So y difference between y and y slash. So see here, y cap or y bar. Let me show you the graph one more time. See here. Uh, so this is here is a point where I think this is a cursor where this is an actual value whatever you want. This is the predicted value. The difference between them is an error. This is difference between them is an error. That is what here we are saying. So the difference between y and y dash. So in mean absolute error, what we are doing is, see, take the absolute difference between y and y cap for each available observation. So what we need to do is, if there are 10 observations, if there are 10 data points, so we will be having predicted values and actual values, right? So what we need to do is, we need to find the difference between the actual value and the predicted value. The difference should be absolute. Absolute in the sense, in Python we might be using ABS function. ABS function tells it doesn't want magnitude. If it is minus a 0.5 or if it is plus 0.5, ABS is returning only positive values. That is what absolute. Here absolute in the sense, we want only positive values. That is what mean absolute error is telling us. What we need to do is, we need to find the differences and we need to apply ABS function. After applying that, we need to sum the absolute differences to get the total error. Total error in the sense, if you are having 10 values, 10 observations, after finding for each and every data point, we will be getting some error for each and every point. After, now we need to sum all that 10 observations. We need to sum all the 10 observations. The sum of all that observations, let us store it in one variable. What exactly mean is sum by total number of instances, yes or no? So divide the sum by the total number of observations to get mean value error. I think so this is clear for you. Taking the difference between actual value and predicted value is known as error. In mean absolute error, we are considering absolute values and we are summing them and we are dividing with number of observations. Okay na? In mean square root error, what we are doing is, we are finding the difference between y and y dash only. After finding them, what we will do is, we will square that. We will, instead of applying ABS function like mean absolute error, what we will do is, we will square the in every instance, every error. Here we will square the error. Error in the sense, y minus y cap. After squaring, we will sum that. After squaring, we will sum all the errors. After summing all that, we will divide with total number of instances. In root mean square error, it is basically square root of MSE. Mean square error. It is a square root of MSE. I think so this is very easy for you, because after finding this, if you square root of that, we will get a root mean square error. The main difference between mean square error and root mean square error is, MSE is variance of errors, error values, and this root mean square is standard deviation. If you know the formulas of variance and standard deviation, that is what the difference is. What is meant by a variance? If you take a data point, if you subtract it with the mean, square of that, add with all instances, divide by n, is known as variance. So what is standard deviation? Standard deviation is under root of variance, right? That is the difference between mean square